Okay then, Raiders, we are back and we've got loads to go over today as we have got a new store rotation with a new skin that you may be interested in. We've also got a new patch update that has come through the midst coming from Embark Studios. This one is a small one again, so some of you may be excited with the changes they've made, others may not be. So we're going to see what's going on as the community seem to be split 50-50 with this one right now. We've also got to talk about where it is that the content's coming in the future and the battle with Marathon begins. We've got loads to happen inside of today's video, so make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike the most effective and healthy energy drink option, and we've got loads of new bundles dropping all the time, so use code CloudPlays at checkout via the link in the description. And we've been hosting giveaways on the channel since launch, and we're not stopping now. This is our latest giveaway winner. Make sure you hit me up or my moderators up on Discord and we'll get you your winnings. If you guys want to get involved with the next giveaway for a free copy of the game, or if you've already got it, then Raider tokens instead, it's very, very simple. Head down to the comment section and put in any colored love heart and it'll enter you in. We'll be announcing that one in a few days' time, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel to stay up to date with that one. That being said, though, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Arc Raiders. So starting off, we've got the store rotation, and this time it's a little bit odd as we've only got one new featured item. Normally, we would have a second one floating around the bottom here, although today we only have the Fero set. Now, this does look pretty cool. I guess I'm not 100% sure what I feel about it, but it is quite a quirky looking set, that's for damn sure. Some people are really happy with it, some are not, but I want to know what your guys' opinions are in the comment section below. Is this one you'll be getting? I will say, though, if they put those pants on the previous skin, I'd have been so much happier. Nonetheless, so we have got a few variations in colorways for this one. This one, for me personally, right here, the white, blue, and black is probably the better colorway out of the three. And then we also have this, which has a very funky little pattern on some of the top gear. It looks pretty damn cool. It does look pretty damn cool. I can't knock it. But is it something that you guys are going to be going for? To say, though, you can take off the helmet, which looks pretty cool. You can also take off things such as the mask, and you can also take off the recording device and the scarf. So if you like, you can have this looking really minimalistic. It is a pretty quirky piece, that's for sure, and it's definitely going to be an acquired one, but it does look pretty damn cool if you ask me. Unfortunately, there's only one, though. I'm a little bit disappointed. I was hoping for some more to come into the midst, but no, maybe that's just me, man. Maybe that's just me. Everything starts to slow down eventually. But if you could rate that skin out of 10, hit me up in the comment section and let me know out of 1 to 10 where you would rate it on the scale. Moving on from that, though, we have also had a brand new post go up by Embark stating that the store rotation is going live now and they've few fixes for item duplications and wall exploits. And when she said that, I was like, they're just being modest. Maybe there is a few more things to go over, and unfortunately, there actually wasn't. This is exactly what they have. It stays right here on the arcraiders.com patch notes. Hi Raiders, the store rotation is going live now with a few fixes. They fixed an item duplication exploit, which I don't think many people were actually aware of, but that is now fixed. They've also fixed an ammo duplication exploit, which I don't think anyone was really aware of, but that is also now fixed. They fixed some cases where players were able to damage others from behind geometry, and they fixed various out-of-bound map locations on Stellar Montis. Now, don't get me twisted, I am really, really happy that they've got the duplication exploits fixed, and that Stellar Montis mainly is the one that's been fixed the most, as that has been a outstandingly large problem for most raiders going into Stellar Montis on a day-to-day basis. You're essentially able to bug yourself out of the map using a zip hook, or if you were jumping on a certain cable, it was going to do the same thing, and you'd be able to run around the top side of the map without anybody seeing you, just pinging down on everybody and raining pure carnage. I'm glad that they've managed to fix that, but I am a little bit disappointed to see that this is all we actually have after a couple of weeks of pretty much just nothing in terms of patch updates. I was kind of expecting a bit more, especially with the development studio speaking throughout the week on so many big key details, and we know full well that there were due to be changes for the Stitcher because they've already spoken about it. Unfortunately, we're not seeing anything in terms of any balance patches, any new content. We also know about the toxic swamp map, which has been obviously leaked out. Nothing has ever been confirmed with that, but based on the way that the trials rotations were working, as people were reporting, it should have already been here by now, but yet it still is not. What is going on with the one game that we love the most? Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Was this a W patch for you, or was this a big L. As far as what's going to be coming, there is a few communications that have been happening inside of the Discord. Embark Osen did respond to one of them as people were essentially asking for some sort of comms on when new gear is due to be coming. They really want to get a hold of that new stuff. And as far as content goes, we're still waiting on a roadmap, as Q4 was probably one of the only times that we are likely to see one, but hopefully that's going to change. It states right here from Embark Osen that they totally understand and we're definitely working on it and we'll share as soon as we can. So there is definitely quite a lot going on behind the scenes, and hopefully that continues going forward and we can see a brand new roadmap very soon, because I think that just keeps people at bay in terms of what's happening, when's this coming, when is this happening. If we know what's going to be there that month, then generally it helps keep the community quite pleased in that regard. And with another game coming in around the corner, although having large controversy, we all know in the gaming scene, with large controversy comes large amounts of eyes, and with large amounts of eyes comes major success. All we have to do is look at Hogwarts Legacy for that one. I'm sure you'd agree, J.K. Rowling. I'm sure you'd agree. But we can see right here that Marathon is now due to be launching March 5th, and it's now got the price tag of $40, which is hilarious to me. I wonder where it is that they actually got that price gate from. I can't actually imagine, but it is nice to know that all of these other studios are releasing games under the $40 price gate because of these AA games just doing so damn well. So let's bring on Marathon and see what's happening there, and the battle from Marathon and Arc Raiders commences. I'm intrigued. Any of you Arc Raiders going to be heading over to Marathon to test that first-person shooter version out? Let me know in the comment section below. And we've got to take a look at our previous comments on the latest video where we went over the new trials and the talk of new Arc coming, which I knew seems a little bit bleak right now, considering we can't even receive a large enough patch update to keep your whistles tantalized, but there is still loads to go over. This first one right here coming from Mr. Lord Void states, once you get friendly lobbies, Stellamontis is kinda easy as F. Now, I would agree with you, except my direction is absolutely awful, and I have the directional focus of a goldfish, and I just tend to run around the same room in circles without even realizing that's what I'm doing before I eventually manage to find somebody to help me get out of those rooms. Maybe that's just me, but Stellamontis is a bit of a maze. Moving on to the next comment right here for a name that I just cannot pronounce as I don't speak that language, but thank you so much for your top comment. It states, also, security breach skill being useful for specially locked rooms or shortcuts rather than only lockers. Now, I do think that would actually be a very good way of doing it. I think that maybe having a specially locked room is probably a little bit OP, but having shortcuts to be able to get through certain rooms and maybe even having like tunnels and stuff that you could get into using the security breach would be amazing. The lockers are pretty damn cool, but there's not enough of them to warrant the 36 skill points that you need to put into it. It's really difficult, man. It's really difficult. And this next one right here from Mr. Doomsday states, it would be nice if I could use my map while downed. Having a looting survivor doesn't help if I don't know which extract is still active or where the hatches are. And I'm under a 100-hour player, so don't judge me. Now, I actually do agree with this to some degree. If you are downed, I do think it would actually be a viable option to actually have the map available. Now, obviously, we do have the compass in the north of your screen, but sometimes, man, nothing quite beats having that big map that you can just quickly scout over and plan your route, especially if you've got looting survivor. It definitely makes a massive difference. That's for damn sure. So I would be here for that change, and I think as far as the quality of life goes, I think it'd be really nice. I understand why they don't let you into your inventory, because realistically, when you're downed, are you going to be shoving something in the prison pocket? I don't think so. But seeing a map, come on, man. You can allow that one. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. It's been an interesting day to be an Arc Raider, and we've got loads more content going up as we're going to be live throughout the day today. Make sure you do check it out. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate all of your faces. But as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.